Hey Bears, so this is your video for your unit test review. Again, just in my head, if you got the question wrong, obviously we want to kind of work on why that is. So I just decided to do a little explanation for all of the videos for you. So I'm going to be flipping back and forth between your test and the whiteboard app, just depending on if it's a little easier to see it demonstrated or if it can kind of be explained without any visuals. So first one, I think we need some visuals. So the very first thing is we need to use the distributive property. So we are going to, let me draw this out, distribute this 4 to both that 8x and this minus 5 inside of that. So in order to distribute or get that on the inside, all right. So we're left with 4 times 8x is 32x. 4 times negative 5 is minus 20 plus 3x. Now, once we distribute that, we need to combine our like terms. We can combine these two x's. 32x plus 3x is 35x minus 20. Those cannot be put together. They are not similar terms. So we will go back here and end up with 35x minus 20. Second question says, which one is an equivalent expression for 14x plus 100? So this is the exact same question, kind of in reverse. So on here, we were given the solution. On here, we need to figure out, okay, if we distribute these out, which one gives us that answer? 2 times 7x is 14x. That's halfway there. 2 times 24 is not 100, though. 7 times 2x is 14x. 7 times 45 does not equal 100. 4 times x is not 14x, so we can knock that one out too. 2 times 7x is 14x. 2 times 50 is 100. We should have D. All right, this one we're going to need to use our whiteboard app as well. So we'll get this copy and pasted over, maybe. All right, so the first thing, we need to use the distributive property twice. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use this whiteboard app. I need to get my clicker back. So negative 5 times 10x is negative 50x. Negative 5 times positive 5y is negative 25y. Then we're going to go to our second one. We have 2 times negative 6x is negative 12x. 2 times negative 7y is negative 14y. We need to combine our similar terms together. Our x's go to negative 62x. And negative 25 minus 14y is negative 39y. So we have negative 62x minus 39y gives us A. All right, on this one, so if y minus 10 equals 5x, what is the value of x when y equals 15? So in order to do that, we are going to come up with a one-step equation. So in our one-step equation, they told us y is 15. So 15 minus 10 equals 5x. We know 15 minus 10, we can do that. That's 5 equals 5x. X is being multiplied by 5, so we need the opposite multiplication, which is division. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 equals x. Make sure you have positive 1 and not negative 1, which is B. All right, the second one, we first need to solve for x so we can get that solution. Oops. All right, so x is being subtracted by 5. We need the opposite. We would add 5 to both sides. That equals x equals 13. We are not quite done yet. If x equals 13, what is 2 times x plus, sorry, I forgot that last number, 5. So we would substitute our 13 in there. You can either use the distributive property and then combine your like terms, or PEMDAS tells us that we should do what's in parentheses first. So 13 plus 5 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. Go over here. 36 should be our solution. All right. This one, we're going to form an equation. So our goal for the week is 20. We want to bike 20 miles. So when we start that, 20 equals. How many have we done so far? We've done 5 miles on Tuesday, 4 miles on Wednesday. We did 2 times the amount on Wednesday. And we're looking for this unknown for Sunday. All right, so we can add all those together. 20 equals 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 2 times 4 is 17, plus x. We need to solve for x. We know how to solve a one-step equation. 20 minus 17 is 3 equals x. On Sunday, I just named a bike 3. Not a hard bike day for that. All right, we need to figure out which one of these equations is true. So we're looking on how would we solve this. We know with a two-step equation, we need to get rid of this integer first. In order to do that, we need to do 70 minus 45. That knocks out A and that knocks out D. So we are down to B and C. After we knock out that 45, x is still being multiplied by 5. We need to get rid of that, which is the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So we would take away 45, divide by 5. That leaves us with B. All right. When solving an inequality, which situation is it necessary to reverse the direction of an inequality sign? When we are multiplying or dividing by a negative number. No addition, no subtraction, anything else, anything positive is all good. When you multiply or divide by a negative, that is when you're going to switch your inequality symbol. All right. I'm going to pull this over to the whiteboard for the next one. All right, so we need to solve for this inequality. The first thing we will do is take away 8 from both sides. Negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11. We need to multiply by the reciprocal of 1/5, which is 5. So negative 11 times 5 is negative 55. X has to be a number less than negative 55. So if we go over to our answer choices, negative 50 is greater, 52 is greater, 55 is equal, but we do not have an equal option. So it has to be less than, which the only option is negative 56. All right, if we solve our inequality again, running out of space on here. All right, we would draw a line, take away 10 from both sides. 4x is greater than negative 32. So 4x, I'm going to divide by 4. X is going to be greater than negative 8. So x greater than negative 8, that gives us A. All right, 4 friends are attending a concert. One ticket costs $55. The cost of parking is split among the 4 friends. So that means the parking is represented by P, which equation represents that concert. All right, so if we look at this, is parking going to be $55 and you're going to add 4? That doesn't make sense with what's happening. We know each person is going to for sure pay this $55. They're going to pay their ticket. So that kind of leaves us with B, C, and D. We just need to figure out what's happening in parking. It says it's split among the 4 friends. When we are splitting parking, that means it's going to be divided. So we're going to pay for our ticket, and then the parking, whatever that cost is, that's unknown, is going to be split between the 4 people. So we're left with C. All right, and for the last one, which one of these are equivalent to each other? So this equals 4x. This also equals 4x. This equals x squared. And this gives us 4x as well. So which one of those are the same? You should have those 3. Just remember, you can multiply integers by variables. We just can't add them together. So if that said 4 plus x, that is not equivalent. 4 cannot be added with x. Right, other than that, I think you guys will do a really good job tomorrow. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to go to the help desk or just email me with anything. I'll try to get your guys' questions answered as soon as I can.